それはその方がお給料も増えますし、やることもそんなに変わらないと思ってやってみることにしたんです。本当に私を前線に出すの？
Hello.
本気の本気？
Just a moment and we'll be ready to go. Need to set something up where I can see the chat. Can you hear me alright? That's a lie, you're definitely here of your own will. You said you were gonna roast me. I don't believe you for a second. Lower it a bit, sure. Is the volume okay with you guys? Okay, pretty much ready to go. So, the record for MN-EX-8 challenge mode is 5 operators. There's about 3 different ways it has been done, and that was before deep cover model. So, when I was trying to do it earlier, back when MN ran the first time, it was really difficult to use deep cover because it's very hard to open with her. I'll see if I can get her to work now, so that I can cut some operators I used to open. If we can do that, then it shouldn't be much of a problem to DPS down the bosses, because Click and Indigo, which is the first thing we try, can kill the hammer really easily, because they stun and snare him, while Jaya can 1v1 the archer. Yeah, of course, just he's here. So we'll see what we can get away with. If we cannot open with 2 casters and Jaya, we'll probably switch to Vigna, because she has good DPS on the hammer guy as well. Can we just kill that guy? Yeah. Let's just do it like that. Probably activated skill a bit too early. So we need these 2 to pass, so we can deploy the archers. Yeah, I just need a bigger thermal. So if we have it like this, we miss the first drone, which isn't too big of a deal, to be honest. We only need a few stun mines. It is possible to deploy a caster here and kill it if we need to, but we'll see if we can get away with not doing that for now. Yeah, I should definitely activate this skill earlier. The bugs are strong. I should also move these 2 tentacles a bit farther back, so I can just deploy Jaya in the front. That's probably what we're going to go with. This guy can stay here for a bit. Yeah, I probably need a bomb for these 2, so they stay in range for a bit more, so the skills can charge. The other option would be to deploy them a bit more to the left, so so we can both deploy them earlier, and they have more time to move around. But that makes it a bit uncomfortable for 2 reasons later. First, the guy with the halberds will AFK here, so it will delay a bit when we kill them, and they'll be closer to the archer, so we need Jaya to start fighting that earlier. We don't want to start Giant the archer too early until these guys are taken care of, because if they reduce his attack, the archer can kill him. Maxed out deep cover tentacles are not particularly tanky. They're only good on S1. Other than that, they're basically a duelist guard at 2000 health. Which is a bit worse than Moanta. Even with the extra defense, usually doesn't make too much of a difference, and they get killed by anything strong in a few hits. But yeah, I think it's possible to open with just tentacles. We'll just change them around a bit. We'll keep trying to miss this drone for now. We can try catching it later, if it's needed. Yeah, so that will kill one guy. Maybe the one will make it through. And now we can't kill this guy. We're probably going to need a stun drone after all. We just stun everything here, so it stays still for a bit. So we can kill it in peace. Yeah, E1 and E2 max is a really big difference for any summons. They're barely even comparable. Because it's the true for operators too, but when you kill things faster, you take less damage. The same for the tentacles too. I guess I'm having fun. That's why I usually play games. How about you, Cass? Okay, so I guess I'll try to do the deal with the two lanes separately. I can put click here so he catches the drone. I wonder if there's a way to have deep cover a bit forward and then just position both casters back here. But then it's really hard to transition into killing these two dudes here. Linus, about Roberta. I basically haven't been able to make any good use of her. She's a very niche operator that's basically only useful in very extreme situations. I think I forgot to deploy Tentacle and we'll just die now. See in a second. Yep, oops. Basically, Roberta is only good if we need to stall something that we can't really stall otherwise. So for example, use Gravel on something to one-shot her, then you use the device to block one shot and then help with another, that kind of thing. She can be good for that, but it's something that does not come up often. Most likely you will only see her being used in contingency contract and such. Because on normal map there is nothing that's that hard to stall.
みんな頑張ろうね。ちょっと待っててば。今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。
I literally don't care. I don't have anything to roll for, so OP for me is just a resource to pro stages. If I have to play it 150 times, that's fine with me. Can you try to move a bit earlier? If I can't open with just the two casters, I'll start bringing Vigna instead of Indigo, most likely. Because Vigna still has decent damage on the boss. This doesn't seem unworkable though. We can almost kill it.
大将、俺逃げるのもいいかな。
The longer you can stall something, the more you can damage it. I don't think that's actually true. If you... like, they have the same amount of health, right? So unless they regenerate, you can only do the same amount of damage to them. Unless you leak them. Yeah, Roberta definitely doesn't shine on low opens in particular. She'll only be useful on really, really hard maps. Ah, thanks. Hello, Boris. Would rather not use Jade. I guess I have to. Forgot to deploy tentacles in time again. I think it's fine DP wise anyway, so it's not a big deal. So almost good midnight for me too, just 4 hours or so. Okay, we'll try to position him a bit farther back and see what we can do with it. Okay, and we'll try to kill this dude here. Oh yeah, I should change their places if I'm putting them like this, because Click can't reach otherwise, so we just die. The RNG is pretty minimal for Indigo, because when she activates her skill, she basically has around a 90% chance to bind when she's fully charged. So it's actually much more reliable than you'd think. I'm not sure if I can get away with using 2 casters. If I can, it will make the second stage of the run, where I have to kill all these bastards, much easier. But the first part would be difficult to get through it. That's what I was basically expecting though. Ambrio is one of my favorite 4-star operators. She's just really fun to use. And he's exactly the operator I'm trying to remove from this run. It's 60% per shot, but if she's fully charged, she fires 4 shots at once. So it's really unlikely that she will not bind something. We'll give it a few more tries like this, see if we can get away with opening. If we can't, we'll switch to either something killing the drone here, or we'll get something like Vigna involved. Vigna can definitely make the opening work way more easily. Okay, we'll try and see if we can get away with it like this. These archers taking some aggro is kind of frustrating. Skills them too soon. Yeah, I'm going to need a bomb for these dudes. They have a bit too much HP. Oh, yeah, I can have a deep core just block the first enemy. If I put a tentacle right away, it will die before it kills deep cover. I can definitely do it, but there's no reason to. Because I still need to place 4 tentacles there for later, I think. I would need to place the tentacle there anyway, to tank for deep cover if I want to save it and not place it the back row. But if I do that and it doesn't work without the tentacle, I can just use Jaya. But I don't see how that ends up in a better location, because I'll need this tentacle later, right? Okay, so what I want to try now is to kind of do it in 2 lanes. We'll have Click back here, and Indigo will still stay here. and we'll see if we can have Click snipe the drone. I don't think I need a tentacle here at all. Yeah, Click will just kill it in time. But then it comes in 2 rows here. So we still need 1, plus it has to tank the archers later. Probably better like this, so we can kill the bugs in time for Click to turn its attention to that. Yeah, should get that almost every time. Gee. So how do we do this part here? Ideally you want to lick some enemies for Click, and others should die here. These guys are definitely more something I'm fine with licking, but I think we need to kill one of them here. Save Giant for later. I could bog both of them to stall time for Deep Cover's Q to recharge. It's difficult to heal here because all the dangerous enemies are armored anyway, so he can't really heal them. Like any of these 6 dudes, the armored ones or the ones with axes, will 1v1 Giant. At least these dudes do when they're stacked, so that makes it a bit difficult to do exactly that. I think like this we won't have the DPS. Okay, so we can push it back like this. So this dude here. Yeah, they kind of just murder everything. Should use the bomb before I burn that, I think. Before I deploy Giant, so he can actually DPS a bit. Click's Q is almost back up. Something around that. High enough that Jai can still kill them anyway. I've never really tried to kill them with physical on any run. Art is always better against those dudes. What the hell is a webcam? 4-up hasn't been done. It's been done on normal mode during the original run on CN, but it's never been done on the challenge mode, just normal. See if we can save the skill for later. We just have Jai kill everything here. Then we just end up blocking the archers, I guess, which is very unproductive. So that's a no. I didn't want to position them like this, because if we get to the second phase through everything, we then would have to retreat one of the casters for the hammer, and then we don't have the damage to deal with the hammer, or rather the slow. Okay, so we'll see if we can just kill these dudes here. Yeah, that guy should die, so this guy, if he can stay here, please, that would be appreciated. No, yeah, I think that will just barely kill everything. Yeah, it's 2 hits away or so. Oh, nice. Survived. Wonder how many of the drones I can actually kill with this. If Click skill is up, I can kill a lot more of them. Yeah, that's 3 drones. I think I can afford to use all of the stun mines here, because after that I'll have multiple tentacles to just cycle. For up normal mode, used a completely different squad, no? It was something like Vigna, Jaye, maybe Deep Cover, I don't remember, but it was done before any models were added to the game, so it's completely different from anything I'm running right now. Okay, so I don't remember when they did the attack debuff. Ideally, I'd want to cancel it with a bomb. Oh well, just... yeah, about then. Okay, if you can just chill out there for a bit. Waiting for the other one so we can start both. Yeah, I should have blocked him a bit earlier. Yeah, it's difficult to kill these dudes with 2 casters, or I guess just 1 now. So, when Deep Cover's Q is active, the tentacles have higher attack than Flick, but they still don't have higher attack than Inigo, so she will always hit a debuff unless I cancel it. I also need her on the top side, I think, for the exact reason I described. It is possible to stall both of them if I manage to set up something else, where I deploy Deep Cover, where I managed to retreat Deep Cover earlier, like a few seconds earlier, so when I put her down here, there's enough time for her to place a few tentacles. So if we have like a tentacle here, that will stall for a few hits, which will hopefully give us enough time to kill these dudes. Though that then leaves us with the boss. Flick's Q will definitely be back up for the boss, but we won't have Indigo. So for now, I'll get Indigo back on the top side and I'll try to get that to work. We'll go from there. I think I should have her on this side. Not sure which one they will prioritize first, because whichever one they start hitting first will actually whack behind because of all the crowd control. Nope, for now we'll copy what we did earlier, but with both casters on the top. See what that gets us. Yeah, I think it's just fine. So because Deep Cover got hit this time, she will die to 1 hit from the axe dudes. This is more of a deploy order thing in this case. It's because I put the first tentacle here when I should have done it on the top side. So it's easily fixable if that's what we need. Not sure if using the skill earlier is a good idea though. I think the tentacles will get themselves killed. Yeah, because we use them to stall these guys quite a bit too, which we can't do now. So it is probably better to save it, like I did last time. I think that tentacle over there will survive. Long enough for a skill to activate. Dies in about 2 hits. Yeah, this seems workable. Oh yeah, Pudding will be amazing here. Like when those two dudes spawn and then she just starts shooting them both back and forth, that will be so much damage.
私が照らしますから。
I should check if Jaya has a higher attack than Indigo. Because if he does, he can tag the debuff. This tile work better.
ちょっと待ってってば。
Well, I can put her in either one actually. It doesn't matter.
今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。
We'll try more or less the same sequence we did. See if we can get something out of it.
私
Just activate it. Because if the tentacles can live long enough without, then it's fine.
やってみましょう。三枚おろし。
I can just leave him there, right?
やっちゃおっか。杖が温まってきました。
Yeah, but no spare DP. This tentacle should survive this guy.
どうしやすか。
Yeah, I kind of forgot to deploy Giant time. So I can't use him now.
海面ドアテム。
Maybe someday we'll see more 4 stars. Not anytime soon though.
焦っちゃダメだよ。
大将。
We know for sure that we won't have any 4 stars for the next 6 months or so. So all my OP is just for doing runs.
みんな頑張ろうね。
I have infinite sanity to burn. That's not a concern.
ちょっと待ってってば。今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。 私のアシさんたちが相手になるよ。
三枚おろし。どうしやすか。
ドローン飛べー。杖が温まってきました。
水洗い。
はいよ。準備整えてきたちはどれも何も発射。私焦っちゃダメだよ。
Maybe we can just kill all of them here. Yep. Get all of them killed.
やってみましょう。
Let's try for that. So we can just retreat so much earlier. Oh no, our base. Yeah, exactly enough damage.
あれが敵なの？
Okay, so we should get 3 drones again, because Indigo's Q isn't up in time.
海面が逃げたいのに道を照らしましょう。
Oh, maybe 4. No, this one will get away. It is possible to kill it though, so we can farm RNG for that if we need to. I don't need to stall the boss anymore. So he has less attack than Indigo. Yeah, I think I can wait until they're dead. Archer can just chill out there.
私のアシさんたちが相手になるよ。逃げたいのに道を照らしましょう。
ど
Yeah, I think I just really need to cancel the debuff on Indigo. And then this becomes playable.
どうしやすか
And if I get the RNG earlier, I would have a 4th bomb that I can use on this dude. Okay, Jaya is up on the archers.
やっ
Nice.
てみましょう
はいよ見えたよ
綿落とし
We can wait a bit
準
more
備できました
there. Yeah. Kill here.
海面心の汚れ
Cancel the stun.
光への恐れを生む
One concern is that they will definitely kill the hammer before Jaya finishes the archer. We'll see what we can do with that.
私この子たちに勝てる私ドクターの言う通り準備できました何すればいいの
Okay, so if we had more bombs, we could retreat deep cover earlier and then have her tentacles back on to stow this guy so Jaya can fight him several times, like a tentacle Jaya, that kind of thing. Now what, he's just going to AFK here for 5 seconds and then run straight in because we can't stop him. Seems possible though. Jaya gets one shot. And then he runs in. So if we just retreat them after the hammer dies, they're all at about 15-20 seconds to redeploy. A bomb lasts for 12 seconds, so if we can have 2 bombs hit the hammer, like if we stow the hammer on the lane below before he ever gets in range, we can then buy enough time to... Oh, no, I'm not sure that helps too much. How much health does this guy have left? Quite a bit. Or maybe we retreat Indigo, for example, and just stow more with bombs. But then I'm pretty sure he'll just leak. No. We'll grind it a few dozen times and see if we find something workable.
戦いの結果も絵みたいに塗り替えられたらいいのに
We definitely have the damage. We just need to figure out how to both not leak the hammer and balance the damage between the 2 bosses. And we have a 4 operator run.
みんな頑張ろうね今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな
Tentacle in front of Deep Cover first, in case she needs to take one hit from the axe, which seems to depend on RNG.
何すればこの子たちに勝てる
三枚おろしどうしやすか
I'm not sure that's workable, Amia. So if I borrow a low-level click and Indigo, how do I kill all of these dudes? Do I just do the first stage, then close the game, open another account and bring a low-level click and Indigo with a suitor to clear the first pass and then edit the runs together? Why did I stop him before the archer? I was not supposed to be one of them. I kinda forgot what I was doing here. Now I'll just die.
海面逃げたいのにみんなどいて私何するこの子たちに勝てる
Yeah, this is the best strategy. Just edit a run until it looks like it works. Cass, why are you roasting Dan? You're here to roast me. Do your job.
ドクター忘れ物しないでね
結構いるな
Well, obviously nobody will see it if I edit it. I'm not going to edit it on stream.
私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
綿落とし。はい。
That's the Dan's roast. Make your own.
ドローン飛べー。杖が温まってきま
Oops,
した。
I already fucked this up. I wonder if it still works like this. Now click is down much later. Because I put him on the wrong tile. Yeah, we wanted to leak this one because he has a longer distance to walk until he's blocked.
この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。ドクターの言う通り、みんなどいて。焦っちゃダメだよ。
Yeah, we're kind of dead because of this one.
レンズが割れちゃった。
How do you actually do 3 operators with 5 stars? I mean, Sin Mayor plus whatever will work, definitely. But other than 2 summoners. Because I don't think 5 stars have anyone that can 1v1 the archer. Oh, never mind, you can just get bombs. Like Sin, some sniper to kill all the bombs and then stun everything. Oh, hi Peter. Jaya is not a 5 star, my dude. Is Sin Mayor Jaya just supposed to be the most disgusting thing you can imagine? And that's why you're saying it?
あれが敵なの？
That's just cowardice. 5 only or bust.
私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
And now we're just roasting us. And I still haven't been roasted.
はい。
Good night, Nacho. Suitor, Chowder, and Suitor. I assume it's Suitor twice.
杖が温まってきました。
Yeah, I know you're so bad at roasting me, I have to do it myself. Why are you even here?
焦っちゃダメだよ。
Okay, I need DP, so Jaya, you can fuck off. I can't do anything with the tentacle here. Being RNG gated is for people who don't have OP.
俺逃げるのも
And who have operators to roll for.
なんて思っちまいやした。
Me being neither of those.
ドクター、忘れ物しないでね。今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。
I also deployed click a bit too late. Something we need to start fixing, so we don't waste time.
私、ゆっくりした方がいいよ。
やってみましょう。水洗い。どうしや
I
す
think the
か。
tentacle will just finish on its own. So, let's see how this works out. I guess we end up using one of the archers I got.
杖が温まってきました。
やってみましょう。
Could have waited a bit to have a bit more DP.
三枚おろし。どうしやすか。
Oh yeah, I need to split box this guy the other way. So it's better if I do delay her skill a bit here, so the tentacle can survive the archer. It's fine to leak the other archer, so we can retrieve Jaya a bit earlier when that one's one hit away. And we just need to split box the shield inward, not outward.
レンズが割れちゃった。 みんな頑張ろうね。今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。
First tentacle,
今
then
年
skill,
この子た
then
ち
jump.
に勝てる？
綿落とし。はい。
I guess it doesn't matter. It's on the same DP cycle. So it's not like we'll get more DP if we retreat him a bit earlier then. So it's only a question of whether we want to leak the archer or not when deciding who we
光
want.
が力を蓄えています。
やってみましょう。綿落とし。
準備できました。夜明けまで守りに行きます。みんなどいて。私のアッセンたちが相手になるよ。
Which one do we want to block? I guess we'll wait for now. Yeah, that one will just die. Do we need to block anything? No. Okay, so we can save the tentacle for the other one. Should have used the tentacle first. Now I'll have to keep her on the field longer. Yeah, that's not enough. Maybe Click would have just barely killed anyway.
あれが敵なの？準備できます。逃げたいなら道を照らしましょう。
That's an LDP. Oh yeah, this is going to be very RNG. No doubt about that at all.
ちょっと待っててば。
I'm going to need to fish out the exact frame on which they actually stun, otherwise I'm always going to miss it. Because if I drop the bomb as soon as they start the animation, it will still hit. It's not fast enough. Or I'm just basically praying on Click to hit it, which will not end well.
私のアッセンたちが相手になるよ。
We can leave Jaya here for a bit longer.
どうしますか。
Okay, we'll try to keep Indigo's Q off now. Another idea that I can try is to not use Click's Q for a few reasons. First, he gets way more he gets comparatively a really big buff from his Q, so the archer will die a lot slower. If we don't use Click, we have to rely on the stun bomb and the tentacles to keep this dude here as well as Indigo binds, but we can leave him with just a bit of HP, like about 20%, and then let him leak and just have the drone chase him and kill him as he's running away. This will buy Jaya a lot more time to actually kill the archer. Oh, we'll see where we'll land now. Otherwise, I can just leave him with a small amount of HP and then just rely on Indigo to kill him with the stun bomb, which is what I'm going to try now. Can I see how much HP this dude has? He's pretty full. Archer is still dying a lot. Slower than the hammer. Oh, let's try the idea. We'll wait until Indigo misses a bind and then we'll stun. That won't work. Yeah, we need to just do it now. Because even if she hits the bind, he'll just walk out of range on the next one. Also, this guy is really tanky and he'll just barely survive with 1 HP. Yep. Okay, so I think the other idea will work better. If we did kill him here, this would still win, because we can just kill the archer from the up to 2 HP. Since Click and Deep Cover will come back in time. Okay, so it's some variant of this. Just retreat something else after we half kill the hammer, and then we'll have something up for the archer. Even if we don't perfectly sync the kills, it's fine, we'll still have the resources to kill the archer later. So this should be winning. I'll probably be done soon, so after this I think I'm going to try to do 2 operator MN-8 next. Deep cover plus Mei, since it's possible for Mei to kill the archer with enough stuns there, and the attack speed buff. Dude, all you've been doing is roasting Dan. Roast me, isn't that why you're here? It's because I'm streaming from an unusual time. Normally I stream, for me at least, normally I stream in the morning, but now I'm streaming in the evening my time. So it's not where you catch me streaming when I was doing the roguelike streams. I might go back to the morning ones. That's probably more convenient for me. Okay, so Click is stunning this one. So if this doesn't bind, we need to use a tentacle here, which we don't now. Even if he runs away from Click here, Click will still kill him with the skill anyway, so it doesn't matter if Indigo binds him once his health is low enough. Now, we'll try to use more tentacles earlier, so we can have Deep Cover more charged up. Yeah, perfect. Okay, just retreat. Oops, I messed it up. I didn't cancel the attack. Guess it doesn't matter if I do or not. Oh no! Almost 4 bombs. I'll never get my 4 bomb chance. I'm pretty sure it works with 3 bombs anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Let's see if I can remember when they do the attack debuff. I can't really time it off of DP because Jaya is on the field, so I'll go off enemy movement. I kind of suck at timing things, but should be fine. Let's block here because he's walking too much. Okay, so about at the point where they're getting blocked by Jaya. Thinking about it, I have no idea of whether healing these dudes will actually cancel the skill, or if they'll just get it right back. Okay. If they die at the same time, it's kind of convenient for me, because I can just stun them as they get up. Kind of screwed up with this one though. I should have used the bomb earlier. Now I won't have a bomb for the last fight. Because even if the tentacle loads up, I can't use it here, because I need it here.
Hi.
Will he make it in range of Click? Yeah, he will. Need to block here. Okay, so I can't put Jaya behind, because when the tentacle dies, he'll get blocked by Jaya instead, and that will push the archer in range of Click. So, does that work? Nope, we're dead. He got shifted a little bit. I should have blocked him
逃
earlier.
げるのもいいかななんて思っちまいやした。
光についてきてください。
The first part isn't as inconsistent as I thought it would be, so it shouldn't take long.
面白い動画が撮れるかな。
Nah, that was definitely skill gating. I should have just blocked him earlier. That was a pure brain fart.
私
Oh yeah, I should activate it a bit later.
私ゆっくりした方がいいよ。
I should also probably switch Indigo and Click's places, because when those two halberds come up, Indigo's skill is down by Click, but Click's skill is still there, and he can just start shooting at full power right away.
綿落とし
Might not make any difference though,
Go,
we'll see.
杖が温まってきました。やっちゃおうか。
We can wait as much as possible to block him.
やってみましょう。
Could even wait a bit longer there, and he will still get blocked by Giant.
三枚おろし
海面が弱ってまで守りに来ます。ドクターの言う通りにするよ。見えたよ。私この子たちに勝てる？
This... Hello, probe. Not sure if it's RNG that we're leaking here, or if it's just from Indigo before Click being worse. Click's Q takes longer to load than Indigo's, so if we deploy Click second, it takes even longer and he's not really ready for the wave. On top of that, when we move her to the right, we shorten the time she has to charge the skill before the wave actually reaches her. So it's probably better to do it the original way I did. At least that's what makes sense to me, logically.
やってみましょう。
So we'll go back to how we were doing it before,
ドクター、
and then for the second phase we're going to try to save Click's Q
どれほど
until
暗
the
い
boss,
道でも
the hammer boss, has
私が
very
照ら
little
します
HP
から。
left. So we can just have him lick through and have Click kill him. Yeah, I like Bubble. I prefer Bubble over Quora in almost every case, even though they're usually interchangeable. If I have a choice, I'll just pick Bubble because I like her.
道を開けて
She's
くれ
also
ない
very
の
fun to
に
use when her unique
全員
taunt
倒すしか
gets
あ
some
りま
use.
せん。
She can resolve a lot of problems that their 4 stars would have a lot more trouble dealing with. Like when you're protecting hostages and you can just make the enemy shoot at Bubble, it's really awesome.
私焦っちゃダメだよ。
I keep having to resist the urge to out and tap and start recording an ops because I'm used to recording stuff and I stop and start the recording every run. So every time I die, I basically restart. I start out and tapping, and then I remember I'm streaming.
やっちゃおうか。光が力を蓄えています。
Messed up with Jaya's victory. I should have more DP there.
大将、俺逃げるのもいいかななんて思っちまいやした。
みんな頑張ろうね。道を開けてくれないのなら全員倒すしかありません。何すればいい？私のアシさんたちが相手になるよ。
Alright, okay.
鱗取りどうしやすか。はいどうしやすか。
温まってきました。
Yeah, so now I have 10 DP. I just forgot to retreat him on time last time.
やってみましょう。
I think I'm blind. I keep misreading the shadow
ドクター、こちらです。
and not blocking him on
怖
time.
がらないでください。どれほど暗い道でも私が照らしますから。ドクター、忘れ物しないでね。
結構いるなぁ。
何する、焦っちゃダメだよ。
水洗いどうしやすか。
ドローン飛べー。杖が温まってきました。
Yeah, that's good enough. I won't think about it too much. I don't think I need the extra half a second I can get from that.
準備できるわけなら守りに行きます。はい、こっち向いて。私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
If you can just chill out there for a second. Okay, so this dude is ready to leave. Yep, that's fine. Click will finish him. So just hold this dude a bit, so they focus more on this one. And yeah, I think I can just retreat deep cover here. Well, actually doesn't matter. I'll keep him just in case. Because the skill went. Yeah, I shouldn't. I'll need her to finish off the kill.
何すればいいの？
We're not stalling the hammer anymore because of this position, so I don't need to retreat her there. There's no reason to.
海面が少し夜明けまで守りに行きます。
The usual 3 bombs.
やってみましょう。水洗い
I think if I get 4 bombs, I'll win immediately. Because if I play it correctly, it should be a clear kill. Yeah, I should just stun the moment he enters Jaya range. Because this guy is going to walk. Once the animation starts, you can drop the bomb. And they'll... Oops, I died. I forgot to replace the tentacle on the archer. I was focusing on when to use the bombs.
俺逃げるのもいいかななんて思っちまいやした。
I don't think the RNG is particularly bad if I play it correctly. Mostly I'm just making mistakes and dying because of that.
みんな頑張ろうね。道を開けてくれないのなら全員倒すしかありません。私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
水洗いはい。
やっちゃおっか。光が力を蓄えています。
Good enough.
三枚おろし
海面がこの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。みんなどいて。ゆっくりした方がいいよ。
That's a good question. Don't need to do anything here. I'm not sure what MN-6 even drops. Can somebody in the chat answer that one? I honestly have no idea. Oh yeah, it dropped Joe.
海面が少し想像しいです。夜明けまで守りに行きます。
4 bomb town. Okay, so I said I'll clear it if I get 4 bombs. Let's see if I'm a liar. We can just put this thing earlier. No, it's better to wait. So he doesn't hit it unnecessarily. And just stun the moment it starts entering Giant's range. I could just fuck it up. I guess we'll see. Waiting until one. I can't use the tentacle because I'll need it there in a second, so I just have to stun. Oh, oops. I'm dead. That was really dumb. I should have used the bomb earlier. I think the tentacle will just barely charge in time to catch him. I can just kill him with that. But the debuff will probably kill me anyway. Yeah, and then the archer will walk into range. Hey, I did mess it up. I was right. I can put deep cover where she can attack the archer, I guess. That is possible. But her damage is extremely minimal. It's a good idea though. Like, there's no downside to it. Because I don't really need her damage in the middle. Thanks. Oh, the stream isn't going to end soon. If I finish this, I'll do another stage. I'll do at least like 3-4 hours or something. Yeah, it's actually easier than I thought. I wasn't sure if it was possible, but when I actually tried it, I'm not having too much trouble. Some people who play more carefully than me would have already finished it. I'm just very swappy with how I position stuff. I'd rather click not switch target, which is why I'm stalling there. Use the tentacle first. Actually, the tentacle is all needed. Unfortunate. waiting and
準備できました。
crap.
海面が心の汚れ
I just died. I
光へ
should
の
have
恐れ
done
を生むん
the
です。
tentacle earlier. That was a mistake. But yeah, deep cover down here is definitely better.
大将、俺逃げるのもいいかな。
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
な
going
ん
to
て
get it
思っちま
tonight.
いやした。
I don't even think the RNG on it is particularly bad, so much as I'm just making a bunch of technical mistakes. Which is normal for me. That's usually the reason I reset the runs a lot.
光についてきてください。
It's mostly because I like to play at 2x speed. So I need a few runs before I can get used to the run. And I don't have to look at what I'm actually doing.
何するこの子たちに勝てる？
3枚おろし。どうしやすか。
ドローン飛べー！杖が温まってきました。 海面心の汚れる。見えたよ。ゆっくりした方がいいよ。
So fine here. Nothing to move. Yeah, it's just a habit from recording. I think 2x speed looks cooler than 1x, so I always try to play that if I can manage it.
何すればいいの？今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。海面この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
That's just a reset, I think.
ドクター、こちらです。
Yeah, but I don't like spamming the
怖が
pause
らない
either.
でください。どれほど暗い道でも私が照らしますから。
For me, a perfect run is if there's no pauses and no 1x mode, so it's as clean as possible. Like if it looks close to a PRTS run on auto, that's perfect for me. I just think it's more enjoyable to watch that way. Or at least it is for me, so that's how I do it.
今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。
It's not so much RNG that's causing me to leak the drones. Indigo's skill just isn't ready on time because I'm killing stuff a bit too quickly. Brain cells aren't necessary for playing without pausing. You just need to fail 50 times until you remember everything. Brain cells are overrated. Yeah, I heard we're gonna have 3 difficulty modes. One of them was mentioned being for the story, so I'm not sure if that's just like you get to read the story and that's it, and you don't gain anything from it. That would be kind of funny. I might actually read the story then. So, about you guys, how much do you actually read the story? Myself, I basically haven't read it since halfway through chapter 8.
準備できるわけなら守りに行きます。見えたよ。
どうしやすか。
何するゆっくりした方がいいよ。
I mean, he's doing decent damage apparently.
はい。
ドクター、こちらです。
I got to the point where Tauo is giving out incentives for people to backstab her, somewhere in the middle of chapter 8. I'm assuming that's so she'll be very surprised when they backstab her later, and I stopped around there. I think it's around R88 or so on the story.
みんな、頑張ろうね。ぬるぬる。あれが敵なの？何すればゆっくりした方がいいよ。
Kind of activated her skill later than usual, but I don't think it makes a practical difference to the run.
どうしやすか。
I guess we'll see. So it's the word count that killed it for you. I don't have a problem with long stories. Like I read some really long stuff, but the story just goes so slow with so many words. It's kind of impressive. We have spare tentacles at the end, so it's probably better to just start using them earlier, so we can mitigate RNG more. I think that will guarantee a kill, just barely. Yeah. Okay, so I think Deep Caro killed him. Yeah, no problems. Didn't even need the tentacle. That's kind of a positive because Indigo's Q will now have time to be charged, so we won't whiff the drones like usual. Or at least I'd hope. Oh, we're going to miss that drone, right? Yeah. Hey, 2 drones again. Unnecessarily verbose is exactly how I describe it, yeah. It just uses too many words to say too little for my taste. That tentacle is probably going to die. Oh, they killed him. They killed him on time. Nice. Now I'm just going to die because I don't have a bomb. Also, I let the archer move, so he'll just kill clip. I definitely prefer to read it in book form because it's really annoying to wait for the VN style scrolling text. Like I can read much faster than the story moves, so I just have to keep spamming the left mouse button. So if it was in book form, I might not have a problem with how wordy it is, because I can just get through it faster. Oh, I also forgot to move Deep Cover at the back, even though it's better. I'll remember to do it next time. Just a second, adjusting where I'm reading the chat from, so it's something I can see a little better. Okay, way better. Should have done skill first. Oh, it doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, start the other one. So we need to target here, and that will be an advantage too. We can just retreat and start with Giant instead. Can we lick him with 1 HP for Giant to kill? Guess not. Okay, back to the average 3 drones. So deep core should go in the back
三枚おろし
rather than where I put her last time.
ちょっと待ってってば。ドクターの言うみんなど
Well, Paper is just a normal anti-air sniper. She just kind of has a specialist skill. She's not her own archetype or anything. So there's 4-star Aprils basically. Hmm.
海面が夜明けまで守り抜きます。私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
That guy hasn't died yet. Yeah, the aggro wasn't spread too well there. I think Mei is better than April. Like, I just think she's straight up better. Where's the bomb button? Also, I can only hide them, I don't have a ban button. That's kind of weird. Well, as long as it doesn't show messages that comment has been removed, I guess that's fine. Oh yeah, I know.
ドクター、
Like you can just make bots infinitely.
怖がらないでください。
Because it takes
どれほど暗い
a
道
minute
で
and a
も
half to make a Google account.
私が照らします
And
か
a computer can do it in 2 seconds. I keep clearing bots from my comments on a daily basis. I know they spam a lot.
光についてきてください。ぬるぬる。
I'm sure they do.
結構いるな
But I'm a prostitute, so they need to pay me first. I don't date for free. I prefer to be an absolute monarchy for now. If we get a lot of bots, I'll make some moderators to do it for me.
水洗いどうしやすか
Yeah, we're missing a lot of 4-star archetypes still, when I think about it. I really want a Rosa archetype for the unique range, because that offers some options that I can't replicate in other operators easily.
水洗い
準備でき夜明けまで守り抜きます。はい、こっち向いて。私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
Heal it already. I don't really want a 4-star Ifrit. The Ifrit's archetype is kind of bad. It's just that Ifrit herself is broken, so she makes it look good. But she just has ridiculous stats and skills to carry it. It's not like her archetype is inherently good. I think Shirayuki can mimic it well enough that I wouldn't want something like a 4 Ifrit.
三枚おろし
Yeah, Shirayuki is a 4 Ifrit. We already have that. Actually, I should just have a tentacle here at the start. Because the archer is slowing himself down when he's shooting it anyway. Jai got debuffed. I'm probably dead. Yep. I didn't time the bomb properly earlier, so Jai just got debuffed and now I'm going to die. because I don't have the damage to kill the second one anymore. I'll still play it out. I might just get the most godlike RNG and win anyway, but I think I'm screwed. Oh yeah, I'm definitely screwed now. He moved past the middle point, so now he can hit me. GG.
大将、俺逃げるのもいいかな。
Was silence ever
なんて
actually
思っ
good?
ちまいやした。
Like, I mean, it's good for general play, because you don't have to deal with spiders. But when was silence actually useful in CC or something? Like, it was week 1 on CC 0, but in week 2 you have to deal with spiders that can be silenced. Is there any other time in CC where silence was even relevant? For like a full meta slave clear? I can't think of one. Other than week 1 on Broken Path. Oh crap. Forgot to deploy Giant. I can just use the tentacle first to replace what I used to. That should work fine.
どうしやすか。
光が力を蓄えています。
Lacking damage from Giant.
準備できるわけなら守りに行きます。はい、こっち向いて。
Oh crap. Forgot to activate skill there.
が相手になるよ。
Yeah, I think I'm better off saving it.
三枚おろし。
And then split boxing this guy into Giant to get the extra damage.
どうしやすか。
Deep Tower can kill that.
私？道を開けてくれないのなら全員
Most
倒すし
chapters
かあ
have
りません。
silenceable enemies, but if you can silence them, you can probably just kill them most of the time.
準備でき
So
るわ
it's
けな
not
ら
that useful
守りに行き
as
ま
an
す。
effect. That one wasn't me. I didn't activate her skill in time. I'll play it out anyway, because last time I missed the stun timing, so I just wanna remind myself
三
where
枚
it was.
おろし。
はいよ、見えたよ。
It was the moment this guy
ちょっと
enters.
待っててば。
Charge range. Yeah, kind of like this. We'll just die now because we don't have any stun bombs, but the idea is there.
準備できこの敵たちは
Yeah, apparently I missed it
危
again.
険さには及びません。
Oh yeah, I know it's over, I'm just trying it. Because I keep messing this part up with the halberds, so I might as well practice it.
レンズが割れちゃった。
Yeah, Silver Ash has the best silence. You just press S3 and he silences them permanently.
な、出発か。
I think Durnar kind of works like an enmity defender. She can't heal herself, but compared to most 4 stars, she's very tanky and can do a lot of damage for a defender. So she kind of fills that role for me. If Pudding was out, I would be playing a different map because this would already be
何
done.
すればいいの？
Pudding is really strong with the model that all chaincasters have, because when it's just 2 targets, like what happens with the halberds, she kind of just nukes them several times, so she does significantly more DPS than a single target caster would in the same situation.
はい。
Would I rather Jaya, in other words?
光が力を蓄えています。
Somehow I forgot to deploy Jaya again, but I think it's playable anyway. Oh no, I killed myself. I should have walked the guy inward, not outward.
戦いの結
Healer who can DPS is
み
Jaya.
たいに塗り替えられたらいいの
We can make a tier list of healers who can DPS. So it's like Jaya, Folenik, Pudenko. So the first one will be Kausit because she's an AoE guard and therefore the best operator.
光についてきてください。今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れる
The
か
four therapist. What's a therapist exactly in the context of Arc Knights? Oh, is that what the archetype is called? Therapist?
今年私のアシさんたちが相手になるよ。
Yeah, definitely. If you kill the enemies, you're doing preventive healing. It's better not to get injured than to go to the hospitals. So Cutter is the best cure.
ドローン飛べー。杖が温まってきました。
やってみましょう。
Yeah, I just didn't know what the archetype was. So that's what the
道を照らし
anti-CC archetype is called.
今年この子たちに勝てる？
Don't need to do anything. This guy will die and yeah, Nico will pick up the next one. That drone is so useful. I'll block this one back. I should have just used the tentacle earlier. I'm going to die now in a really dumb way. Okay, best way to play is this.
水洗い。
何すればいいの？
はい。
道を開けてくれないのなら全員倒すしかありません。
She can also heal stuff like the freezing or when Tawu stuns your operators. So she has other uses aside from stuns. Now we have 4 bombs again. Let's see if we can manage not to fuck it up. How much DP do I need before I deploy Jai? Never mind, it doesn't matter. I retreat him later, so I don't need to wait until I have enough DP to deploy everything. We can just go.
鱗取り。
ドクターの言う通りかい、こっち向いて。
Out
ちょ
now.
っと待っててば。
I kind of want Force Counter because she just does. She'll make Click do ridiculous damage, but it's basically just from that. Yeah, I'm going to use 3 bombs on these dudes.
どれも波の
Otherwise they won't
危
clear
険
it.
さには及びません。 何する？ゆっくりした方がいいよ。
Oh, I might live through 3 bombs. Yeah, I kind of have to use a 4th one here. No choice. And Jaya needs to be redeployed because I run out of tentacles. Guess we're praying that, yeah, I need 1 more tentacle top. So we're praying Deep Cover can kill that, and the Tindigu binds here. Because if I don't use that one... Yeah, I'm kind of already dead. Because he's outside of Indigo range. If I didn't use that one, the boss would have passed the middle point, and then he could have been in range.
準備できました。
水洗い。
私？
Ethan doesn't really go invisible. He's... yeah. Yeah, he can still be hit, but enemies don't prioritize him, which in a lot of situations is actually more useful than what Manticore does, because he's extremely tanky with 50% dodge. A 3 AoE medic is actually the Amiya Simp's wet dream. That's all he dreams about. That's the only trick he wants. It's probably just because of MN-EX-8 though, because it's the only stage that hasn't been cleared by trees from the normal stages. And that needs an AoE medic to clear it.
全員倒すしかありません。何するか焦っちゃダメだよ。
やってみましょう。鱗取り。はい。
MN-EX-8, the Mephisto where he's a Pokemon.
ドローン飛べ。杖が温まってきました。
水洗い。
準備で心の汚れが光への恐れを生む。
No, Ethan and Manticore have better dodge than Deep Cower S2. Deep Cower S2 only gives physical dodge. Ethan and Manticore have both physical and art dodge, so there is just straight up better. I'll just die here, because this guy leaked. So, I'll try anyway, but I don't think I can survive it. Because I can't place Jaya here, the Tentacle won't be back up in time.
やってみましょう。
Whoa. Just barely.
結構いるな。
Roberta can make anyone invincible for a bit, which can be really useful, but the reason it's actually so niche is because her own body, like as a stat stick, is very limited. So the only thing she brings is her ability to make somebody invincible. If that isn't useful, she can't really contribute to out of the team, because she's wasting a high amount of DP and deployment slots to actually do it. Yeah, I'm surprised Deep Cover managed it. I thought she would die before her attack loaded up again. I looked out there. The dream is they just kill them here before they wake up and do the... I'm kind of lacking a bit of damage. Waiting on the other dude to start getting up. Yeah, now I'll just die again, because I won't be able to kill them when both are debuffed. I need to cancel at least one of the debuffs. I think it's better if I block one of them on this tile instead of the back one. Because then they'll prioritize one a bit more. Yeah, I have plenty of 5 or 6 stars operators raised. I don't really use them, so I have no idea why they're actually raised, but I basically just raise stuff at random when I have like several million LMD. I hate the smell of cannabis. It's horrible. Alcohol is much better. I might just leak because I misclicked the tentacle. No, this makes it in time. I think. No, it doesn't. I kind of like Executor, yeah. I think it's a fun archetype, but Pinecone exists, so I have no reason to use him ever, because she's way more fun to use.
あれが敵なの？
I'd definitely prefer an offensive buff to a defensive buff if I had the choice. You can get more value out of offense than defense in a game like Arknights and in a lot of games in general, simply because good offense translates to good defense way more easily than the opposite. Because if you just kill something, it stops doing damage, so now you take less damage, so therefore better defense. The same isn't true for defense though. If you block something and can tank it, you still have to kill it. I'm trying not to vomit. The Amiya simp is disgusting. Pudding is really strong. I'll definitely be able to show that once we have her in EN. She feels like one of the best casters for half. She does a lot of damage, has really good SP costs, but she's just very practical around. I just love the ridiculous nonsense clicks Drone can pull off. Yeah, the Chaincaster model that Pudding has was basically meant to fix Chaincasters as a class, so it's one of the stronger models in the game. Deep Cover was retreated really late. I think it might be a problem. We'll see. It might be better to move Deep Cover back top, honestly. Because I'm having trouble killing these dudes. I'll do it if I don't win this run. I'll move her back top, so she can DPS there. Oh wow, I got click debuffed somehow. I have no idea how that one happened. I'm still dead here. Because I have no tentacles. We'll still play it out, but we won't win. We'll just kill the hammer too fast and then die. Or we'll lick the hammer and then die. Yeah, licking the hammer it is. I'm not sure if it's just the RNG. I think I just keep missing the stun timing, and what was happening earlier that Click was just stunning them at the right time to cancel the skill. I just need to see exactly when they cast and then memorize that, and stun about a second earlier. So the stun happens right on the frame that before the skill activates. Because if it's any later than that, the skill will go off, or it won't cancel it, and they'll just cast it after the stun. I guess it doesn't actually matter if we kill one of them fast enough. It doesn't matter whether it cancels the skill or not, because when they're resurrected, it kind of resets the skill anyway. Shirayuki's model was really throw, yeah. The best part of Shirayuki's model is actually the 3 ASPD, because it makes her do 3 attacks in her S2. Sorry, it makes her do 9 attacks on her S2 instead of the usual 8. So it actually increases her damage just because of that.
光が力を蓄えています。
I'm pretty sure it was the 100 death one.
逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
No, it's the 100 death one. Shiryuki has a 100 death.
何するゆっくりした方がいいよ。ドクター、こちらです。怖がらないでください。
It's the defense threat I've played on the CN account.
私が照らしますから。
Which is just trolling, I'm not sure why she doesn't have the other one.
みんな、頑張ろうね。
Honestly, she should be her own archetype. She plays so differently to other AoE snipers, you can't even compare her to them. I'm not too broken up about her model because she's really strong anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. But the model she got is just trolling from AG. Oh yeah, AoE casters also got horrible models. Yeah, reducing their cost a bit doesn't matter. Because if cost is a problem, you're not going to use them most of the time.
光が力を蓄えています。準備で心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。みんな飛んで。焦っちゃダメだよ。
Oops, I shouldn't have retreated to deep cover.
レンズが割れちゃった。
Yeah, AG was extremely careful with designing 4, especially Jaya. Jaya is so carefully designed to not be broken. There's other 4 stars that are just straight up stronger than their 5 stars counterpart, or just have some ridiculous skill set. Click in particular has the whole dual strike caster class, I have no idea what it's actually called, has much higher DPS than a normal caster for no reason. Yeah, it doesn't matter how bad they are, if you give them a big enough buff, they'll be fine. I don't think AoE casters are actually that bad, at least on the 4-star level. It's just that you don't have maps that actually need them often. In 6 stars, they're bad because your best AoE caster is Aja anyway. Like, she has the best nuke skill, so why would you ever use anything else when you have AoE? But there are legitimate cases where you can get value out of the AoE casters at force, when you have a lot of enemies or if you need Gitanos multi-target in extra range. So I don't think they're anywhere near as in the same situation that 6 stars AoE casters are. Like, they are usable if the situation calls for them. Okay, so this guy gets nailed. Oh yeah, that's why I keep dying. I keep forgetting to activate Deep Tower skill. Yeah, Gitano is fine. You don't often need an AoE caster, because there's not that much AoE in the game, but when you need AoE, she does fine. That was kind of a big loss of DPS there. She's Indigo snared all of the enemies outside of Click's range. Indigo's binds are too good for this world.
水洗い
They're so good, she killed me.
はいよみんなどいてぬるぬる
Oh, and I got like a perfect moment here where
準備でき
neither of them got their attack off.
光への恐れを生むんです落とし焦っちゃダメだよ
We'll probably just die because of no bomb though. Oh well, here's what it is.
はい
I kind of dislike Jaya's model. It's really strong, but that's kind of why I dislike it. Because he's kind of broken anyway. So I don't think he needed any help in that direction. Oh, I missed it. Nope, I'm just dead for a different reason now. Other than the absence of stuns.
弱くなる守りません落とし焦っちゃダメだよ 戦いの結果も絵みたいに塗り替えられたらいいのに
Yeah, it was a combination of my own mistakes. Though I think I would have died anyway without the third bomb.
今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな何する私のアシさんたちが相手になるよ
三枚おろしはい
やっちゃおっか光は力を蓄えています
三枚おろし
海面が逃げたいのよみんなどいて焦っちゃダメだよ
Probably just dead here. Oh yeah. The other one didn't get the click drone on him.
レンズが割れちゃった
Amiya's says 2 is better than Chen's though. So that's a weird comparison to begin with. They're pretty different skills. Yeah, I really like Indigo's C2 art. It's one of the best in the game, I think.
結構いるな
何せゆっくりした方がいいよ
三枚おろしどうしやすか
ドローン飛べ光が力を蓄えています
I placed Jaya too late. So we'll just cheat with the tentacle. Okay. Probably do it like this. And then drop another tentacle when this one dies.
水洗い
海面が心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんですはいよ
Yeah, that works fine. It's not my first stream, but I haven't streamed since IS1 was an event on Yen. So in almost a year, I think. Maybe actually it is a year. A long time in any case. That's kind of strong, but whatever. I think if I get 2 debuffs, I can just reset, because I'm dead at that point. I have wanted to stream for a while, but I've been too lazy to do it, so I decided I should just start. Oh, click can't hit that one. Oops. I'm going to lick the Boston because I need one more tentacle here. GG. Leonhardt is awesome. He's just a good AoE caster. I think most operators that have a skill where you can hold several charges and use them for what you need them can be really strong, because that kind of skill allows them to be very flexible when dealing with waves. That would make Doberman usable by 14, so that will never happen. Doberman is a 3-star, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that's part of it too. You can reliably get damage out of him, because he's SP charges fast. There are cases where 6% extra damage can be sufficient. It's not like that would definitely make her more viable in 4-star runs, but it's definitely not something that will come up. I switched their locations for some reason. We'll see if we're going to die because of it. Probably yes. Oh, apparently it is playable. Nice. We're blocking the one on the higher lane because Click Drone is hitting the other one. We kind of want to balance our damage between the two. So the one we leak has as little health as possible. Yeah, this is enough. Deep car will kill. Barely. I'll definitely stream roguelike when it comes to global, yeah. That's the point. Okay, so that should get us 4 drones. I'd hope. I might be losing damage like this actually, because when the halberds spawn, normally Indigo can start hitting them, but now she's just gonna be sitting on charges. Well, that's irrelevant actually. Like, Click is losing DPS when they're not hitting anything too. I don't know. It doesn't matter which one is first. Indigo can just sit on her charges for a bit. Yeah, both of you can sit down.
ちょっと待っててば。
Okay, as soon as I see that guy get it on dropping the other bomb. And I think I can afford to save 2 bombs.
海面この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。焦っちゃダメだよ。
For the hammer and see if we can pull that. This tentacle will live long enough, so we can afford one here. That was a bad way to use the tentacle. If I put it on the bottom lane, it would still slow down the halberd because it will stop moving to attack the tentacle. Now I've just wasted the tentacle here, when I could have saved it for the hammer. Regardless, I think we're going to be fine. Okay, so the plan is to one circle here. I could save it even a bit more past that point. We'll try to save quick skill for us later possible. So now we're saving the tentacle until it reaches about halfway point on the other row.
すればいいの？
Yeah, about here.
私焦っちゃダメだよ。
And then... Oh, did I fuck it up? Yep. Oh well, once we start moving, we're gonna drop this kill and see where we end up. So, since Click should be able to kill him from here, we can just retreat
海面が
these two.
少し想像しいです。ドクターの言う通りにする
And
よ。
yeah, just go like this.
みんなどいて。
And he should do just barely enough damage to kill. And now we'll have an archer with way less HP to deal with. I'm still not sure if I can actually kill that, but we'll see what we get. Something like this should work though. No, we'll figure it out eventually. Oh, yeah, that was me being stupid. The boss's attack, the special skill where he gets the red eye, actually does the AoE damage, unlike his other attacks. So he one-shot Jaya. I forgot about that. I would probably still die with or without that, I just forgot. He does that.
戦いの結果も絵みたいに塗り替えられたらいいのに。 みんな頑張ろうね。
Oops. Yeah, it's
It's
kind of hard to match them up, but this will definitely work otherwise. I think what I needed to do is retreat Indigo earlier, like after her skill ends, and then just let Click DPS, so we slow down the hammer Q a bit. I'm kind of sad Matoimaru didn't get the other guard model, where she just gets a bit of bonus damage. That would have been more useful for her, specifically, because she gets most of her value from being really tanky and having her high health pool to tank things other 4-stars can't. So, once she gets revived, she can't really generate that value anymore because of the reduced max health. So, the flat damage would have been better on her. But I think the guard models were cool overall, yeah. I don't think there wasn't a guard model that was kind of good. Cutter's one is actually pretty useful. Rather than just increasing her damage by a lot, it makes her a lot tankier, because she can just shred normal enemies with her normal attacks much quicker. So she's less prone to dying to random trash mobs than she was before. That was really draw bind. Might screw me over.
心の汚れが光へのゆっくりした方がいいよ。
やってみましょう。
I wonder if it would... Yeah, I should have placed him up. If I had one more tentacle, this works. Otherwise, it's better to place him up.
ドクター、こちらです。怖がらない
Even
で
if
ください。
Matoimaru is using S1, in any case where you'd actually use Matoimaru S1, you would still gain more value from just doing a bit more attack damage. Because if she actually dies and loses the max HP, she can't tank as well anymore, and the only thing you ever really use Matoimaru for is for her gigantic health pool to actually get hit in the face a lot. Because Vigna has near the same DPS as her, so if you just need the high attack damage, you just use Vigna rather than Matoimaru. I think the model is fine, I just don't think it's useful on Matoimaru. But I think it's a cool model idea. I would prefer it if more models were like the Duelist Guard one, instead of the ones that just give you a minor stat buff. I'm kind of split on Cutter's model. I don't like it too much, but it is useful.
どうしやすか。
ドローン飛べー。杖が温まってきました。
三枚おろし。
海面で逃げたいのに道を照らしましょう。発射。この子たちに勝てる？
Stay back, please. The DP recovery one was really troll for Lydia. She just got screwed over by the model so hard.
やってみましょう。鱗取り。
はいよ。発射。ぬるぬる。海面この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
はい。
私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
Okay, so I definitely have the tools to win here. If I don't win, it's just because I'm fucking it up, and for no other reason. That was really stupid. Oh well. We'll work with what we have, I guess. Uchi.
海面が逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。ゆっくりした方がいいよ。ドクターの言う通りにするよ。ドクターの言う通りにするよ。海面が少し私
I kind of just did something retarded and blocked the hammer outside of Click's range, and then I had to use the skill to get it back in range. That was entirely on me being an idiot. Don't think there's a way I can win from here. Oh no, I'm dead. Definitely dead. What I'll do, I'll probably burn Jaya like this,
やってみましょう
because the boss will do this attack. And then if I get 85 stuns in a row, which won't happen because the skill won't charge in time. No, this was entirely just me being retarded.
戦いの
No
結
biggie.
果も絵みたいに塗り替えられて
My sanity is high. Yeah, if I had deep cover come up 2 seconds earlier, that was theoretically winnable with if click stun cancel
光についてきてく
their
ださい
attacks.
ぬるぬる
But I like to grind, so I'll just get it eventually.
動画が撮れるかな
My hope is infinite. Nah, you didn't jinx anything, I just did something stupid. Like, really stupid.
何すれこの子たちに勝てる
やってみましょう
So, like a 6 only run and then I just choose Magawan.
はい
I could have retreated her earlier already. I just didn't think of it in time.
やっちゃおう
That was purely me messing up.
光が力を蓄えています
やってみましょう三枚おろし
準備できますわけなら守り抜きますはいこっち向いて私のアッセンたちが相手になるよ
どうしやすか
Actually, I don't have any reason to take him. Like, he'll do some damage, so I can just leave him there. Yes, Funky Mist is more conductive to streaming as a whole.
何すればいいの
Because you get more varied stuff than when I'm grinding one map. I guess streaming a new event would be better in that way too, but that's what I have.
準備できましたこの敵たちはどれも
Sorry,
何
just a
の
moment.
危険さには及びません
Okay, sorry for that. I'm back.
やってみましょう三枚おろし
はいよはいこっち向いてちょっと待ってってば海面この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ
はい
Might have to just use click here skill. I guess we can survive without it for a little while.
水洗い
海面がこの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びませんこの子たちに勝てるドクターの言う通りにするよ
Think I'm dead. Because he'll leave with too much HP if he kills this. Maybe I should have saved Indigo's skill for a bit later. No.
みんなどいて
No bind since he's out of range. I think this is too much HP. Yep. I'd appreciate any new 4-star they add at this point, but I'm assuming they're not going to add anything because it happens like twice a year. At most. Oh, did they actually add a new 4-star? Because that happens every time I say they're not going to add a new 4-star. I guess if you have good enough armor, mine won't do too much to you. Also, Chen is just shooting people with acid because she's a psychopath. That's how she does 4k damage per hit. Yeah, there's an insane amount of 5-stars, more than any other star. Which actually I think happens in most games. I think it was kind of similar in FGO as well. Nah, 5-stars are stronger than 4-stars by quite a bit. They're perfectly usable. Warfarin isn't welfare, for example. Mayor is also fine. Like, even just talking about the top tier ones that see usage when people are trying to optimize maps. There are some that see use. The vast majority of 4-stars and 6-stars aren't used either. That's just normal if you're trying to play optimally. Some operators will always dominate. Oh, the tentacle died. That's kind of unfortunate. But this guy should die before it matters. Oh, he got the debuff because the tentacle was dead. Kind of unexpected. So now I need a snare to live here. No snare. So we have to use the bomb. Or even if I use the bomb, I can't kill this guy with the tentacle. So I should just be dead here. I'll still play it out because you don't always reach the end. And yeah, I'm dead. The idea to defeat the bow guy is to kill the hammers slower, so that they're closer together. That's what I'm trying to do. The ideal ending is if I have 4 mines, perfectly kill the halberds with just 2, and then have Click kill the hammer guy with his S2 when he's near the blue box, so we can then stun the bow guy with the final mine and then have Jaya finish that.
いどうしやすか
ドローン飛べー。光が力を蓄えています。
やってみましょう。水洗い
準備できました。心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。見えたよ。
Yeah, yeah. Removing. Done. Back to this.
何せこの子たちに勝てる。
Forest too. Yeah. I almost always call click a he. I don't know why. I know it's she's a girl.
何すればいいの。
Actually, better to do it like this. They didn't matter. It died in 1 second.
敵なの。海面が少し想像。この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
三枚おろし
はいよ。見えたよ。海面。心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。何するこの子たちに勝てる。
どうしやすか
Yeah, this is a pretty RNG run. To be fair, the last one I did was kind of worse. Because I was using Gambrio to hunt down drones.
綿落とし
I can't really stall the boss, so I have to use click to cancel the attack. We'll see where we go from here.
私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
どうしやすか
Yeah, this dude here is dying way quicker.
準備できます。
But I can't stall him forever, so the only way to do it is by saving a click is 2, for which I need at least a third bomb, ideally a fourth.
何すればいいの。
Okay, let's see if we can do something with Indigo Binds. Like if he dies here. Just barely. Nope. And then we could have redeployed Deep Core on time or something. I think I need at least 3 mines to win.
大将
But I won't reset if I get 2 mines.
いいかななんて思っちまい
Because it's worth playing out just to see what happens. See if I can optimize something. Yeah, that's exactly it. There's a much larger amount of 5 stars that are kind of trash. But overall there's a lot more strong 5 stars than there are strong 4 stars. I don't think a lot of operators are that comparable in performance. Like you can't possibly compare something like Estelle to Spectre, for example. And most classes have something like that where there's a 5 star for a 4 star and a 6 star for a 5 star that does their job way better. Though I will admit that Spectre is kind of an extreme example.
綿落とし。
準備できま心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。はい、こっち向いて。この子たちに勝てる？
Shouldn't need to do anything for this fight. Yeah. Maybe I should start streaming on Twitch, huh? Yeah, maybe next time I'll make a Twitch account and do it on there. If they... Good night, boys. Next time I see a bot, I'm making somebody a moderator to do it for me. Better stall this one, because Victor can kill the other one.
何すればいいの？あれが敵なの？
I prefer YouTube as well, to be honest. If I have a choice, I
準備できました。
stream
この敵たちは
YouTube, but the bots are really annoying me. Okay, so we're just dead here.
ドクター、こちらです。
Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter. I'll stick to YouTube then.
どれほど暗い道でも私が照らしますから。
I kind of like the thing Billy has, where you have to do some bullshit before you can actually comment. It's actually... If it was more randomized, it would actually be a pretty decent bot filter.
みんな、
Like if it had a high amount of randomness, so a bot can't go through it, but a human can just read the questions and answer properly.
結構いるな。
Yeah, next time I see one, I'll start modding people. Oops.
戦いの結果も絵みたいに塗り替えられたらいいのに。
Yeah, but they're getting distracted by all the pretty hearts in the chat.
光についてきてください。ちょっと待ってってば。今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。
I'll bother people I know, so they have to deal with annoying bot instead of me.
何するこの子たちに勝てる？
水洗い。どうしやすか。
I can recognize them just fine on Twitch too when I see them the buy followers one. I think they're just less annoying. If they spam like that, they could be just the same.
やってみましょう。綿落とし。
海面が逃げたいのなら道を開く。この子たちに勝てる？
May have just died. Yeah, click the and switch target.
レンズが割れちゃった。
Yeah, they don't leave the scars on the chat once banned. I think it's possible with 3. Ideally, I'd like 4 stun bombs.
ちょっと待ってってば。あれが敵なの？何する？ゆっくりした方がいいよ。
三枚おろし。
I both reported and then hit them from the chat.
どうしやすか。
I don't know if it matters. Or if there's any point in reporting them in the first place.
杖が温まってきました。
Rather, if there's any point in hiding them, if I should just report them.
準備できました。心の汚れは光への恐れを生む。みんなどいて。私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。何すればいいの？道を開けてくれないのなら全員倒すしかありません。準備できました。夜明けまで守り抜きます。
Okay, good run. So the reason we want so many stun bombs is so we can save ourselves the clickers too. We using the hammer. If we can save it for just the end, it delays when the archer rages, which is basically what the plan is. Yeah, I don't know what I'm waiting for with the tentacle. Just drop it. That is definitely an option, to use one on the critical kill. Yeah, it's definitely an option to use a bomb to get 3 bombs consistently, but I'm concerned I might need 4. If I don't win now, I'll test it out and see if I can pull it off, if I can reasonably pull it off with just 3 bombs. And now we'll try to save the last bomb for the archer. Yeah, I don't think that will work out. The hammer needs to die a bit later. Oh yeah, I should do this like this first. But I'll still die pretty much instantly. No, let's sacrifice everything to get it as low as possible. Yeah, I just needed the hammer to die a little bit later. Okay, we'll see how far we can get with 3 stun bombs.
何するか焦っちゃダメだよ。
We'll try some other stuff. I'll use a bomb now to stun 3 other bombs. So we always get 3.
三枚おろしどうしやすか。
やっちゃおっか。杖が温まってきました。
やってみましょう。
I think it gives us a bit of trouble with healing the guys with halberds in time, but the damage itself from deep cover is very minimal. It's probably better to aim her at the archer, but it barely makes any difference because her DPS is very low by any metric, basically.
何すればいいの？
どうしやすか。
道を開けてく
Now
れ
mess
ない
around with both options, see
全
what
員
works.
倒すしかありません。海面が少し想像この敵た
Okay,
ち
so this kind of
どれも
sucks
波
because
の
I
危険
can't.
さには及びません。
Okay, so like this.
Urokotori.
はいよ。みんなどいて。ぬるぬる。
That was a terrible stun. Somehow he's not in Jaya's range, so I'm just going to die from this. I don't think there's any reason to put Jaya that far back. No. It's probably better if I put him a bit more forward, so he can just start hitting him. I'm just kind of dead here. I don't have a DPS to kill them with the debuff
どれ
Jaya.
も波の危険さには及びません。何すれば
Yeah, the indigo binds there are definitely not ideal. The chance of that happening is pretty high with when she has 4 shots charged. I think I'll just try to move Jaya a bit forward. No, that doesn't work, they'll just kill him. They do more DPS than he can tank. I'll probably go stream for about 30 more minutes to an hour and then go to sleep and I'll finish this later. If I don't get it now. If I have either Click or Indigo at the bottom side, Hammer has to go through them and then they'll just die and then they can DPS anything and I'm dead. They have to be on the top side, always. Because it's not like Jaya can 1v1 the Hammer, like he can the Archer. I just haven't rolled for anything in forever. Or at least I haven't used OP to roll for anything.
光への恐れを生むんです。この子たちに勝てる？私？あれが敵なの？準備できました。心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。
No, I don't care about any 6-star coming up. Not like at all.
ドクターの言う通りにするよ。見えたよ。海面心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。私この子たちに勝てる
I guess we're just leaking this one now. We'll use a bomb here, but we'll just die. Click trying to carry me. Can he cancel another attack? Yeah, he can.
海面がここの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
Pretty sure the hammer will just go and kill the top. Oh, he just barely died on max range.
海面が少し騒々しいですね。
Whoa. But now I have no tentacles. If I had another bomb, I would win this. But the way I kill the boss with clicking Indigo is unreliable. Ah, he walked out of range.
何すればいいの？何すればいいの？
GG.
戦いの結果も絵みたいに
I'll take the 3 dots as moral support. I don't really have much use for Roberta on a regular basis. She's like a super specialist ops, kind of like Jackie or Bee Hunter, where she's only useful in particular high difficulty content. So I think I'll only be able to really use her in CC. Which is fine, I don't mind there being specialist ops and such, but I won't be able to use her often.
私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
やってみましょう。水洗い。はい。
やっちゃおっか。杖が温まってきました。 海面この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及ぶ。この子たちに勝てる？
Weirdly, this is fine. Click to good. Just in case.
私？あれが敵なの？
I haven't seen any of the CC8 runs yet, the 4 stars ones. I only watched them after I played them up myself for a bit. I try to avoid having that, so I can think of my own ideas first. Otherwise I get too stuck in the run I've seen and it's harder to think of my own way to do it. Which can be limiting when I'm actually trying to beat the record. Because if I just do the same stuff, it's not going to get anything better. I could probably use the stun a bit later. But now I'm going to get double debuffed because one of them won't die in time, like what usually happens. Yeah, need that tentacle down earlier. Oh. Oh, I really messed it up. Now I'm definitely dead. I stunned while one of them was dead, so I'm taking the necessary DPS and just dying. I was probably not going to be able to kill them efficiently anyway, because I need the tentacle to block one of them, so the one that Jai is hitting dies first. That way we only get one debuff. Umbrio, it's probably the one I'd want to, though she has a decent base skin. I don't have any 4-star operator who I particularly hate, other than their base skin, other than Utage, who already has a skin. So I don't particularly want a skin for anyone, so I'll just go with the favorite operator, my favorite 4-star that doesn't have a skin, which is Umbrio. I'll have to go and check. We'll see in a second what's behind Umbrio. I think it's just the big device she has in her character that she uses as a raider to shoot stuff. Not sure why her sniper needs a raider, but that's a different question entirely. Well, sure, but a spotter is different from a raider. I'll try to get 4 bombs, because what we did with Deep Cover should be workable with 4. No luck this time at least. No. Shit. I shouldn't have used that bomb. Yeah, I'll try to change Click and Indigo's places. See if I can get it to work better that way. Click will kill that anyway. Kind of already dead here, but might still play it out. See what it looks like. Yeah, that'd be fine with Cutter getting a skin too, but she looks cool, so I don't have any problem. I don't have any particular desire to change how she looks.
Doctor, こちらです。怖がらないでください。どれほど暗い道でも私が照らしますから。
Same for Matumaru. She just looks really cool, so I would end up using her base skin a lot if she gets the skin.
ドクター、忘れ物しないでね。あれが敵なの？
don't care for Frostleaf one way or the other. Whether she gets a skin or not. Mostly because we'll never see it since I never use her.
今年この子たちに勝てる？
Frostleaf needs to be reworked pretty badly. Like a small buff won't fix her very, very large
どう
issues.
しやすか
Well, if Frostleaf gets a super pretty skin, I'd be sad it's stuck on Frostleaf instead of an operator I actually use.
杖が温まってきました。
綿落とし
準備できました。この敵たちは
And if they fix her talent so it doesn't cost her 40 levels of DPS, that would also be great.
私のアッサンたちが相手になるよ。
Stay there, please.
やってみましょう
何すればいいの？道を開けてくれないのに
I think Frostleaf is the
全員
weakest
倒す
4
しか
star
ありません。
by far. Like, she's the only one where you never have a circumstance where she's even
少し想像
remotely
しい
useful.
ですね。
I'll wait until this drone leaves in the goose range, because the drone will definitely die, so I'll bind on its waist.
光への恐れを生むんです。
やってみましょう
Bind every hit.
鱗取り
ちょっと待ってってば。発射！海面が夜明けなら守りに行きます。今年？焦っちゃダメだよ。
はいどうしやすか
Yeah, I need to burn a mine here, I think. In a way, it's kind of convenient for me if... I'm just better off doing this. If this guy is reduced Indigo's damage, if it lasts long enough to reduce damage on the hammer, I actually get some value out of it. Bind is nice. Let's big skill charge up. I'll just take the hammer, I think. Another time we'll parry the kill. Red attack now. No, click one cancel at the time. There's no way a model will fix Frostleaf, it will have to be the most ridiculous model ever in the game. It will have to be stronger than Deep Cower's model, which is just not going to happen. Like, she needs to be completely redesigned because at the moment she doesn't do anything better than anyone, so there's no point in actually using her. A model that makes Frostleaf good has to be the most broken model in the game. Deep Cower's model gives her 3 more tentacles and makes them cost 2 less DP, which is relative to her base strength the strongest model in the game. Like, no other operator gets as much from their model as Deep Cover does. Okay, so if we give her a model that removes her ASPD debuff, that will just give her slightly more damage. But she's still not particularly impressive, just actually doesn't lose 40 levels from of DPS just from her own talent. And then she still doesn't has really uncomfortable SP cost to work with. At least what the ASPD model will do is, like if it removes the ASPD reduction, is that she will actually use her S1 every 3 attacks instead of every 4 attacks. Because at the moment, she charges it just she starts her third attack, and then she has to wait another attack before she actually uses it, which is downtime where her skill isn't doing anything. Kind of messed up. Kind of doubt I can survive this. Yeah, she'd be decent if she gets a model that basically gives her double damage. I agree with that, but it's not going to happen. And like, she'd still be decent at most. If you're dealing with high defense enemies, Sarine will still do more damage. She'll still have her terrible SP costs. She has more issues than just her damage. Like, the way she gives slow, like, and the snare, it isn't really good because other operators can do it way more consistently. Like, Indigo and Eaton can swear way more often, way more consistently than she can. So it's really difficult to get value out of her, even if her damage is completely irrelevant to what you're doing. Well, then you'd have a Frost Leaf on a range tile, which is slightly more useless than a Frost Leaf on a melee tile because she has 2 less block. Okay, I think this time I can survive the Indigo Binds. Just barely. Really barely. Nah, that won't be complete. She needs to scream something that damages your ears. Then it will be perfect. Frostleaf will become Mei. Oh yeah, Shiryuki's model effect is completely pointless. The ASPD is the only good part from it. Nice bind. So we can actually block him with a tentacle in time. I guess we'll just burn the bomb. Mei and a melee tile, that's really easy. Because one of the operators is Frostleaf and the other isn't. That's just not a fair comparison. We need to use quick Q early to even have a chance of killing. No point of saving it for later. Okay, so we use now, so we cancel with him. Yeah, that part's perfect. So I guess the dream here is to leave the hammer with exactly 1 HP, and then he just goes and dies to deep tower. That will buy us as much time as possible. Which I guess is more or less where we'll end up. I think he can survive one more hit. Yep. So that should be about a few hundred HP. Closest death as we can get him. Okay, so how do I actually kill him here? Because I won't have anything up to use as bait. So we're gonna go here the moment he starts targeting deep tower. Any later and he'll just have an attack ready for Jaya. Yes! Finally done. GG. Wasn't sure if it was gonna work until I tried it. Everyone MVP. Yeah, I'm not going to re-record that one to get a cleaner run. The RNG is pretty brutal. I'll just upload it like this later. I think it's exactly 3 hours, yeah. A few minutes short. Alright, thanks for keeping me company while I was grinding this. Now for me it's time to go to sleep. 240 OMD is all the reward I need. Alright. Thanks. Good night guys.